Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with part 2 for our quilt block of the month for the month of November. This is 2024. If you're not familiar with this series, there is a playlist link in the description of this video and also on the end screen. I have been doing one quilt block per month this entire year. I started with just 2 parts per month, but then I quickly switched over to 3 parts per month. Part 1 is making a specialty block, which you don't have to make. I will talk about that in a minute. Part 2 is using that in another block that is going to end up about 14.5 inches square. And then part 3 will be, I am doing the big stitch quilting. I do that off camera. You'll see it in the January block if you want to know what I'm doing there. And then I'll show you this big stitch quilting, and I'll attach this piece to whatever else it needs to be attached to, because I'm doing not only quilt as you go by hand, but also sewing the pieces together and ragging it, so I'm snipping as I go too. I give you the sizes of the pieces as we go, so have a piece of paper and pencil handy. I'm going to start right here. These 3 pieces, they're all 4.5 inches wide. So this one is 4.5 wide by 6.5 tall. This is 4.5 wide by 4 inches tall. And this one is 4.5 wide by 3 inches tall. We're using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Don't be worried if you can't get it perfect. And we're just going to sew these 3 together like that. This is what we have. Putting it right back there. Oh, let's make it easy. Let's go to the bottom. These are both 2.5 inches tall. So it's 9 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. And this one is 6 inches wide by 2.5 tall. Let's put those together like that. And now we have this. Let's do this. 8-inch square. You don't have to use the apple. You don't have to make that. You can put anything there that is 8 inches square. And this is 3 inches wide by 8 inches tall. Let's put that right there. We have this. These big pieces, it just works so quick, you know? I love it. Okay, now let's look at this all here, up here. Let's do these 2, nice and easy. They are both 7.5 inches wide. So we have 7.5 wide, 3.5 tall, 7.5 wide, 2 inches tall. I'm going to sew those together like that. Now this little part, oops, that's attached. We have 2 2-inch squares, and this is a 3.5 inch square. I'm going to sew my 2-inch squares together. I'll open and press, then I'll attach them to this piece. I have this right here. Now we can start putting these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces together. Let's start right here. I'm going to attach this to this like that. We have this. Let's put these 2 pieces together like that. We have this. Now we're going to put this piece here, right there. And I have this now. We're almost done. Going to attach this strip right there. And we are done. Came out good. I really like it. Let me see, because I never measure them anymore because I just do my thing. Yep, 14.5. 14 and almost half, not quite. Don't worry about the size, because when we put this together as a rag quilt, it's going to all work. I just promise, because that's what happens. It just magically works. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. I will be very happy when it's over. I am very honest about that. This was a very stressful series for me, and it lasted a whole year of stress. And I'm going to be doing the big stitch quilting Go watch January episode, I would imagine part 2 of that, and you'll understand what I mean when I say the big stitch quilting. And then it will be attached, let me get the other block. It will be attached to the October block. I like it. Now remember, when you plan your pieces for this, put it up against your block and also put it, the other block, let me show you, put the other months above it. And then you can, be kind of sure that you don't match these. Oh, look, see, I have this, and I had it right there. That I'm okay with. But I did have this, but I probably would have tried to pick something different, but as long as they're not touchy-touchy, I'm okay. And then I'm okay with this way, too. So, just, do the planning. When I show you the big stitch quilting, I will show you that I also am putting it together like this, and then I use clear thread and I sew about 1 inch in, and then I'll do the snipping, and then we'll have just one more to go. I can't believe that. I really like it. I don't know if I'll be able to put this on eBay because, I've put a lot of time and energy into this, and the thing is I don't like quilts. There's nothing I would do with this. It would just stay in a drawer or in a closet forever, and I don't think, my little bit of family that I have, Derek, Skylar, they're not going to want this either, but I might just have to put it somewhere so I can look at it once in a while, and actually I would never look at it. I don't know what to do. It's just hard for me to let things go sometimes. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe so you'll see the rest of this series. And also always check my eBay. There's a link in the description of this video, and you will see my auctions. You will see my fabric that you can buy, doing a lot of scrap packs now. Scrap packs would come in really handy for this. So always check and see what I have. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.